We're going to take a look at Hypnotic's video. This is talking about Assassin's Creed, and they're threatening lawsuits to anybody who attacks them and AC Shadows. I saw this. This is nuts. Imagine threatening to lawsuit anybody that attacks you over AC Shadows. Crappy company.
All right. Leading up to release of Assassin's Creed Shadows, then apparently now they're pulling out the card that we kind of all saw them doing when their backs are against the wall, which is, hey, if you're mean to us, we're going to sue you. If you are essentially talking bad about us, we're going to sue you.
That sounds like the Alyssa Mercante method, doesn't it? If you give criticism, if you talk bad, we're going to sue you. That to me sounds like the Alyssa Mercante method. So I briefly saw this news. I saw a few people tweet out about it. I haven't gotten to see anything about it. I haven't gotten to read anything about it. But apparently, if you attack their employees, or I don't know, I guess this is in preparation for Shadows coming out. They have legal representation. This is nuts, I think. But let's go ahead and continue.
We're going to very clearly not draw the lines between what's harassment and what's criticism or what's overall conversation about the video game and about Ubisoft. Apparently, Ubisoft is now threatening lawsuits, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not kidding. They're threatening lawsuits against anybody that has a YouTube channel, anybody that has a Twitter page, basically anybody. They're trying to throw their weight around because they're getting felted by everybody online.
That is the Streisand effect, by the way. That is the Streisand effect. This is going to backfire. Never, ever threaten to attack your consumers, guys. Never. Okay, that'd be like McDonald's threatening to sue you guys if you don't like your French fries and you give criticism, because attacks is pretty broad, right? Attacks is pretty broad. What's attacking somebody? Showing up to their house and harassing them? Sure. But why do they need to lump in YouTubers on that? Like, if I make a video criticizing Ubisoft, am I attacking them? Hell no. What's up, Anthony? All right. Shout out to Hypnotic. If you guys aren't subscribed to him, subscribe to his channel. Check him out.
I got to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, this is absolutely hilarious. It really is, because Ubisoft, by doing so, has admitted that all of this has gotten to them.
Absolutely, they've admitted it. And Scott Law says it's such a weird tactic. It's a beyond weird tactic. And Ben Kirobi says, over a video game, Ubisoft thought they could pull it off. Yep, over a video game. These guys have no spine. Ubisoft is a shell of its former self, guys, honestly.
All of this has gotten to them, their product, their company, and they're essentially thinking they could throw their weight around and throw lawsuit threats around, and people are just going to, stop talking bad about Assassin's Creed Shadows?
It's going to make things worse. It's going to make things worse, all right? Again, Streisand effect. If Ubisoft wants people to stop attacking them, attack me, I'm a little pussy, they need to cut this shit out. This just brings more attention, brings more criticism to them.
They're going to stop talking bad about Ubisoft? They're going to stop exposing the truth about the company? Why would that even be a thing? Just because you threaten a lawsuit? That's not exactly how freedom of speech works. So let's get into this article, guys. But of course, before
it's total censorship of freedom of speech.
If you are new here, just consider hitting that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it, and like the video to push us out into that YouTube algorithm.
Some love.
So we got BFM Tech and Co. says Assassin's Creed Shadows for Ubisoft. It's about coming out of the shadows or diving a little bit deeper into them. If you look later on in this article, you're going to see that they genuinely threaten lawsuits for everybody. Expected for release on March 20th, Assassin's Creed Shadows carries Ubisoft's hopes of regaining momentum after a difficult few months marked by internal crises and external attacks. The game is also a source of tension for employees.
I bet it's a source of tension for employees. Could you guys imagine working at Ubisoft like the last year or so and hearing every single fucking thing that you've done wrong as a company? Not just with Shadows, but also with Outlaws, also with every single thing, all the mistakes. Like, their job's on the line, guys. Whether you support Ubisoft or not, their job is on the line. This game, I firmly believe, if Assassin's Creed Shadows sells a gajillion fucking copies, Ubisoft is still going to be in the red. Now, Wayne says, have you played Shadows yet? It's not out yet. What's up, Flint's Nest?
Crucial week ahead of Ubisoft Obviously, it's the release of Assassin's Creed Shadows on March 20th, after
March 20th.
numerous postponements, but also the GDC, the major developer conference, taking place in San Francisco. It's an opportunity to send a number of emissaries to California to contact potential recruits for a French publisher eager to rebuild its health and image. Yeah, they're going to have a bunch of issues, all right.
They definitely need to rebuild their health and their image for sure. Again, man, if I was working at Ubisoft, I would have already started looking for a new job. I would have already started looking for a new job at this point.
There's no doubt about it. It's also a pivotal moment for the company's emerging future, which, by the way, again, I stand by my initial statements. Assassin's Creed Shadows, win or lose, is not going to save Ubisoft.
Nope.
Assassin's Creed Shadows is only a Band-Aid to the inevitable. Yep. Ubisoft is going to go down one way or another, whether that's selling their IPs to other companies to take over, or whether that's selling the company as a whole.
Abso-fucking-lutely. I think this is not going to help him at all. You can like Outlaws. You could be looking... I'm kind of looking forward to it. I know I've been pretty hard on the game. I've been attacking it every chance I get, but it's not going to save the company. All right? It's not going to save Ubisoft. I think they're going to start selling assets. I think they're going to start selling out, which is a shame because they still have like a big player base for Rainbow Six.
It just depends on how they're going to go about it, but it's going to happen. There's no doubt about it. The success or failure of the company's flagship will determine the future of Yves Guillemot, who's head of a Slavic shareholder. Fund has begun demanding, calling for a day one strike at the end of May. With the 2025 fiscal year ending March 31st, it's safe to say, and Naue and Yasuke, the game's two heroes, have a part of Ubisoft's future in their hand. Now, here's the initial nonsense that they've been dealing with between internal tensions, which is employee anger.
So look at this. And yeah, Outlaws, I agree, chat. Outlaws is a shame. Wayne says the last game they made that they liked was the Viking Assassin's Creed. That was Valhalla, and I actually really enjoyed Valhalla. The last Prince of Persia game that just came out like earlier this past year was also really good. It was like a Metroidvania. But you can see right here, Hypnotic has a paragraph that's highlighted, literally talking about everything that has gone wrong, like every game release.
Multiple strikes, difficult CSEs, etc., and the semi-commercial failures of recent releases of Prince of Persia, Lost Crown, Skull and Bones, Avatar Frontiers of Pandora, and Star
Avatar was fucking terrible. I was looking forward to that.
Star Wars Outlaws. The pressure is on the shoulders of the highly anticipated Assassin's Creed Shadows. If the game does averagely, we're in a really bad way, a Ubisoft employee told Tech & Co. If Shadow sells really well, we can start to breathe a little. So
yeah, you can start to breathe a little, but for what? All right? For what? I don't think they're going to be able to be saved at all. I don't think they're going to be saved at all.
Stupid. I'm not going to let you get the chance.
What's up, VJC? How you doing, man? So, continuing on with the video.
So they need this game to be a mega hit, and this is what I'm telling people, right? This game can't just perform decent. This game can't just perform average. They need this game to be a mega hit for them to even come close to being able to breathe. Otherwise, it doesn't matter, man. This company is going down whether they want to admit it or not.
And I still have my speculations that it's being done on purpose. If I was China, if I was Saudi Arabia, and I was wanting to weasel my way into North America, into the United States, into the gaming industry, I would absolutely be on the low-key funding all these DEI consulting companies so that they could go and sabotage stuff indirectly. Like, I would play some chess. I would personally try to fund DEI and consulting and all this weird whack stuff so that companies like Ubisoft could be sold for pennies on the dollar.
Well, a financial break, but also a psychological one, a sort of reset that would do all employees good, and everybody wants to believe it. The team worked like never before to finish it. They really need the extra month, says an inside source. There are senior employees who work every day to complete it.
They really needed an extra month, guys. Do you think there was much of a difference between this game originally coming out in November to February to March? I mean, the February to March delay, did they really need, like, was that extra month enough to make a difference? No, I could consider November to February, but February to March? No, absolutely not.
It was pretty crazy. Internally at Ubisoft Quebec Studio, enthusiasm is rather high. Pre-order figures are whispered to be at the level of those of Assassin's Creed Odyssey, but nevertheless below Assassin's Creed Valhalla, the best-selling title in the franchise. That is bad. That is bad. Assassin's Creed Valhalla, if you are pulling in less numbers than Valhalla, we are having a problem.
I'm not sure if this game is going to sell more than Valhalla. I know that they're doing a lot of marketing. Their Twitter accounts pushing it a lot. I'm not sure if this game will do better than Valhalla. I'm almost positive it's not going to. And I'm not trying to be a hater, but I don't think it is. I don't think it is.
Pussy's not gonna slay itself.
Pussy's not going to slay itself.
And if you are barely matching the numbers of a game that came out in 2019, we have a problem. I just want to be very clear for all the shills out there with Assassin's Creed. It doesn't look good.
It does not look good, and there are a lot of fucking shills.
8-Bit Eric was there. I wanted to eat his ass. Absolutely.
Shiva Blaster donated $2 through Super Chat. Praying for a Derek Chauvin mod folded hands look of triumph.
God damn, Shiva.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Oh, man. Thank you, Shiva, for that $2 super chat. I appreciate that. You get a Don DeMarco.
Don DeMarco.
See you later, Wayne. Yeah, that's, we'll see how crazy these mods get. We will see how crazy these mods get. There's definitely going to be a lot of memes in regards to Assassin's Creed Shadows. What's up, Maxim? What's up, Justice? What's up, everybody in the chat? If you're watching this later on a VOD, please hit that like button, comment in the comments down below. But we're streaming this right now. We're having some fun. We're hanging out. Cheers, everybody.
That's not the kind of numbers that you want to be at when it comes to Assassin's Creed Shadows. You clearly need to be much higher than that if you're going to come anywhere close to supposedly saving Ubisoft. Yeah. But let's go down to the part where they actually talk about the lawsuits. This is the best part here about this entire story. An anti-harassment plan is implemented
wild.
To protect employees. Returning to rising sales and critical acclaim would be a welcome boost for the teams, and even for Ubisoft, which has been swimming in troubled waters lately. Between anti-DEI movements that have continually attacked the game due to the presence of a black samurai, well, that's bullshit. Japan as a setting for the Opus, which has also sparked controversy, with some Japanese people crying cultural betrayal and rumors of a takeover. The period is not the most welcoming.
It's been bad, guys. If you guys have been following around on the channel, this game literally has been in the hot seat. And now we're just mere days away. Things are going to get good, guys. We've only just begun. We've only just begun this Assassin's Creed Shadows journey, guys. Wait till this game comes out. It's going to be fucking Liddy City with all the fucking memes, all the mods, all the criticism that does come out. It's going to be wild.
It's insane that they want to make it seem like it's an anti-DEI thing when the
it's a lot more than just anti-DEI.
Simple fact is, people think you made a stupid decision. That is a stupid decision to utilize Yasuke, a fucking like an anonymous figure essentially in history. Yep. Yasuke, when there's so many other samurais that you could have chose from around Oda Nobunaga's time, you chose to go with Yasuke.
And it was because of this whole weird Thomas Lockley narrative, and just Ubisoft wanted to cater to BLM. They even admitted it.
For them, though, the game came out in 2025, 5 years after 2020, and it's not looking like that's going to happen. So then it says, added to this, the trial of former company executives accused of moral and sexual harassment, which does nothing to improve the overall picture of Ubisoft in turmoil. The climate remains tense, especially for developers. To guard against any nauseating social media scenarios, a system has even been introduced to protect them. We're advised not to post on social media that we work at Ubisoft to avoid harassment.
Snowflake bullshit. Snowflake. You know what's funny about these people is they're crying about online harassment and crap, but how many times do we see from all these studios where these motherfuckers are posting shit about being against white people and hating gamers and wanting to get rid of gamers, and they're all just being snarky and all that bullshit? How many times do we see that? And then the first second that they get any kind of criticism, oh, we're being attacked. Oh, my pussy hurts. It's always that. It's always that. Now, Bethello said, did I get a copyright from the Shohei Kondo reaction? I did not. But I wish an Ubisoft motherfucker would. Let's see what happens if Ubi does it. I will content milk that. Play. Let's go.
Emphasizes one Ubisoft employee, recalling the numerous online attacks already suffered since the game's presentation. Here's the best part. An extreme and stressful situation that Ubisoft prefers to anticipate. An anti-online harassment plan was even presented to the CSC to accompany the game's release and protect employees. It's an initiative from Canada. There's a team that monitors networks and acts quickly in the event of a targeted attack.
This is so gay. Ubisoft, why are you gay?
Explains an elected official. Psychological and legal support is promised to employees who are targeted. Unlike what we've had before, this is serious, he proclaims. So apparently, it is now illegal to talk about people who may or may not work at Ubisoft. Apparently, it's illegal according to Ubisoft. And they have a team that's in place that came from Canada.
You know what's funny about Ubisoft? Do you know what's fucking funny about Ubisoft? Is they're in the red. They are in the red so much. Thank you so much, Grateful Gamer, for being a member for not just 1, but 2 fucking months. Thank you so much, man. You know what's funny about this shit, though? Ubisoft is in the red so fucking much. They're losing money, but somehow they still have the money to hire a fucking lawyer or a whole law, whatever the fuck, contingency plan to sue people. They're literally wasting money to do all of this. Money that they don't fucking have. They're literally wasting money to do all of this. Sad Clown says the game's gonna tank. People wouldn't even be paying it any mind if Ubisoft shut up. Exactly. When I snap my fingers, you'll forget that you were ever gay. All right, let's continue.
It's an initiative from Canada that they are going to be monitoring social media posts on Twitter, YouTube, and everywhere to try to take them.
Where's the 8BE dance? We need a 20 banger for the dance, man.
Down or threaten legal action against anybody who talks about potential employees and whatnot. It's absolutely insane. Thus, messages posted by internet users on X, Reddit, or even videos on YouTube will be closely monitored by a dedicated unit in order to respond quickly to the slightest problem. Lawyers are ready to file complaints in the event of proven harassment.
Wow.
That is ridiculous, bro. And this is why nobody likes you as a company. You are trying to throw your chest around. You are trying to threaten legal action against people speaking about your company, speaking about employees who might be working at that company. If they don't want that to be known, then it shouldn't be public knowledge, right? At the end of the day, if Ubisoft is telling them not to inform anybody that they work at Ubisoft, and one of your employees does in fact do that, then that is at the fault of the employee. That is not at the fault of the person who reports on it. If you don't want that information getting out, then you should do everything possible to try to ensure that information does not get out.
Yep. But guess what? It's always the gamer's fault, guys. VJ motherfucking C has just renewed his membership for not just 1, not just 2 months, but for 26 motherfucking months. Saying, didn't Ubisoft say we should get used to not owning? Abso-fucking-lutely. Now, they're always blaming the fucking gamers. Just like when this game fails, they're going to blame the gamers.
Because people are going to be talking about your company because they are allowed to. We are allowed to talk about Ubisoft. We are allowed to talk about who the CEOs are, who the executives are. It's a public company. We are allowed to fucking talk about it as much as we want.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
And you can try to threaten lawsuits as much as you want. But at the end of the day, you know you're never going to win. You're just hoping that a cease and desist letter is going to be enough to silence 99% of...
Guys, if you get a cease and desist from Ubisoft, make a video about it. Call them out. They're not going to do shit to you. They're not going to do crap. By the way, I just opened a Diet Coke. Cheers.
Critics, this is why they are not doing anything other than giving Assassin's Creed Shadows to only the most loyal people so that they can get the most glowing reviews they possibly can. 9 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Stunning and brave, must buy today from all your shill media websites. Of course, that's what they're looking for.
Yep.
Ubisoft now finds itself at a crossroads, and once again, its future rests on the success of its flagship game. If Assassin's Creed Shadows is a success, the company would gain some breathing room. If it doesn't emerge from the shadows, it would drag the group into a much deeper crisis. Some dream of seeing the giant collapse. That would be devastating for its nearly 20,000 employees, but also for the video game industry, which really doesn't need that right now to lose its footing. Oh, no, we do.
You know what? I think if we have a whole bunch of development studios just close down, it's going to make the gaming industry better. Yeah, okay, I'm sorry, people are going to be losing their jobs, but we need Ubisoft to fail in a way. There's no redemption for them, and I hate to say it, but we need them to fail. We need them to fail. And yes, Fox Hills, I am having a Coke on top of beer, and I'm probably going to have another beer after this Coke.
Absolutely.
You know why? Because I have been a nasty girl.
Yeah, just like that, just like that. I've been a nasty girl, nasty. I've been a nasty girl, nasty. I've been a nasty girl, nasty. I've been a nasty, nasty, nasty.
Okay. Anyways, let's go on.
First off, most of those 20,000 employees, unfortunately, are activists, and they don't give a fuck.
Yep,
a lot
all
of those
activists.
employees partake in active harassment of people that talk about Ubisoft as a whole, and they decide to throw themselves into the conversation, and then when they're in the conversation, they want to claim harassment and get angry at people targeting them after they threw themselves in. So fuck them, in my opinion.
Fuck them. And my St. Patty's Day was okay, guys. I didn't really party. I'm drinking now, though.
Now, the people who are good over at Ubisoft, it is unfortunate that you have to deal with this. This is why there's a bunch of leakers and insiders from Ubisoft that are reaching out to people. But at the end of the day, man, you got to know that your company is a piece of shit. You have to know that. And it's unfortunate that you might have to lose your job because they don't know how to manage their company.
Imagine having your job on the line, not because you're not doing your job, but because the people that run your company aren't doing theirs. If you're working at Ubisoft right now, guys, find a new job, because the incompetence of people that are in charge of your company are going to be the reason why you're probably not going to have a job soon.
Mismanagement is a huge issue over at multiple AAA studios, Ubisoft included. And it's unfortunate that your job has to go on the line because your managers and your executives want to play legal fucking counsel and go after everybody.
Bunch of retards.
That has even a modicum of fucking criticism headed their way. It's so ridiculous, man. Ubisoft is a piece of shit for threatening to even go close to doing this. And all this does is show that their backs are against the wall. They have no idea what to do. They are completely scared, and they are trying everything to silence the opposition. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you did enjoy it. If you did, consider leaving me a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, so show Hypnotic some love, by the way. We had the Bigot Army raid. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, 110% fucking facts on that. This game is dead on arrival, and Ubisoft now going after people for it, wasting money, is incompetence. These people are literally going to lose their jobs because the people running the company don't know how to run it.